We back, guys. Welcome to another episode of Los Chingones Podcast. We've been gone for so long, but hey, we're going to make this return nice and sweet. Sheesh. Your host, Ray Gonzalez.
Oscar Benitez.
Don't forget about us. Hopefully y'all didn't forget about us. And we got some two of our boys with us today, a.k.a. personal trainers, a.k.a. personal perro. No. He said, whoa.
We'll get into that later.
TBH. Nah, but yeah, we hopping in and kind of answer some topics, kind of get the flow going, and reintroduce this podcast to you guys. You know what it is. If you're tuning in, it's your first time listening to us. It's two like-minded individuals just trying to connect with people, business people, any type of person that is motivated, that has some kind of inspiration, some kind of story. We're bringing it back and try to get some people inspiration. So let's get right to it, man. Oscar, how you been, dude? So let people know, man, because Oscar,
what you been up to?
You've been up to a little bit. I've been up to a little bit. And then we'll get to our guest right now here.
All right, so pretty much, training for the most part, been investing in that as far as like taking courses and investing in time in that. And then I picked up on a new hobby, which is photography. And mainly like photography. Not really videography, but like I'll do like little reels, but nothing to the extreme. But I really like it. I really kind of gravitated towards it. Just came back from New York and I took some pictures and I just felt like I got a bit better.
Yeah. Your stuff's nice. I like it. I like it. Yes, looking clean.
Little by little. So I kind of picked up on that. So it was just like, that was one thing. I was always trying to find a hobby and I never had one. It was always like the gym and, that's it. And then it was like, that's one of the things they would ask me, like, what's your hobby?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, well, fuck the gym, I guess.
It's funny that used to be me back then. So when I first started, people would ask me, so what do you do other than working out and train? And I'm be like, I don't know what to do or I don't know what to say. And you actually think about it now, like, damn, I lost it.
Or even that.
So you try to realize, like, damn, like, I need to realize kind of what you like, because then you'll burn out. You need to have some kind of, like, something to excite you. So, yeah, that's dope.
It's cool to look forward to it and then just do it on the, like, weekends,
Because the normal person, like, let's say someone that doesn't actually work in the fitness industry like us, their outlet is coming to the gym, from the other stuff.
Yeah.
We work it. And work
it's
out,
our thing.
And then it's like, well, what else do we do? What is our other outlet other than just working out? So we got to pick up on other hobbies. And obviously everybody else too, working out is not the only hobby, but for us, for sure, we're always in the gym working with people and then always working out ourselves. So yeah, man, it's just, you definitely need an extra hobby because if not, you'll burn out.
Oh, hell yeah.
For sure. So, we want to ask Oscar that real question. We'll get to that. Everybody wants
so
to know.
we got a couple questions, but do you guys want to introduce yourselves first? Jason, let's start off with Jason.
Maravilla.
Perfect introduction. They call me Mr. Maravilla. That's wonderful in English. So that's pretty much a little barking.
Yeah, I don't got the little barking.
You know what I'm saying? My name is Alex Valencia, and I'm a personal trainer here. You know what I'm saying?
Give us something interesting.
Tell us about you, man. Alex, tell us about you, man. You play football.
Me?
Yeah, come on.
All right.
You don't know anything else about yourself?
Man, I got plenty of things we can talk about.
Tell him.
Well, yeah, I played college ball for a couple of years. And then, I don't even know, man. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, so you dedicated like most of your youth into football.
Yeah, pretty much just sports outside. Ran a track, played football most of my life, and ended up here.
That sounds like an ESPN fucking interview, right?
Yeah. I was supposed to go to the league, man. I don't know.
He retired now, but he's helping the youth now. You know what I'm saying?
I got my classes on Saturday. Helping the young miners, the young generation, and really looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think for all of us, it starts with sports, and then you kind of get into working out, and then you kind of build that hobby.
Because we all I think we all play sports, right? You play.
Yeah, I played soccer since I can't even remember. I was hella small.
Yeah, a little basketball, a little football, a little soccer. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. So let's get into these questions.
Yeah,
actually, we need to go back to you. Like, what you been up to? Hey, you're trying to get away. You're trying to get away.
No, yeah, man. So obviously, one of the main reasons why we kind of like low key is because I moved down to LA. Did some networking, did some training out there. It was dope. Loved it out there. But overall, I got a business out here, and I got to take care of it. And it's always better when I'm here. Thought about opening a second location. The process was going. Nothing that as far as I couldn't do it. It's just I didn't want to do it anymore. It's just the fact that I kind of really thought about it and said, how much more do I really want? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at yourself as a person and be like, what more do I want? You know, I have something that I worked so hard for, and then I leave it. And then it's like, man, like this is at the end of the day, one thing I realize is the grass ain't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water. That saying is true. Like it could be green for someone out there on the other side and it looks great. But when but they're taking care of their stuff over there. But if you're taking care of your stuff here and then you go somewhere else and you're not really about, watering that area, then it's not going to be nice. So at the end of the day, like for me, it was like, do I really want to go through that 5-year process again to, pretty much being there all day, every day, trying to rebuild a new business? I think it would have been a lot sooner. Like it wouldn't take as long as this one because I kind of got the blueprint. But at the same time, having my first kid and, not having about to have my second kid. So that's another thing. I've been busy. I've been getting busy, boy. I really thought about it. If it was just myself or just me and my wife, I probably would have went with it. But now it's like I got more responsibilities. A lot of, things could get risky, and I'm not trying to risk too much things when I got something good going on. And, I got a lot of people out here that I want to help and continue growing. So just like this, I got a lot of people that look forward to, working with. And it's all good out here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it. But I keep going back and forth and networking with people. That's one thing this is why this podcast is here. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little bit about me, why we've been low key. It was kind of hard for me and Oscar to connect and kind of have a steady area to record because, he was here, I was over there, we're busy. And then,
Or not even that, like, because we were actually going like to LA and then taking all the equipment. Yeah. And it was just like a hassle. And then obviously now that we got this little setup, it's cool because we just talk about any topic. It's just like the bros chilling, kicking back. And we could talk for days, honestly. Once the topic comes up, it just pretty much, it fires up off me, then you, and then so on. Anyways, I know we did get a couple questions. So I'm gonna read 3 and let's pick one, okay?
Yeah.
So
let's get right to the topics,
Let's see. A ver qué pedo.
Yeah, so today's episode is just kind of more like I said, we're getting it going, we're getting the flow going. We got some topics that people asked for us to talk about on Instagram. So we're gonna it's kind of a brainstorm day today, but hope you guys enjoy these questions and help some people out. So
okay. So I'm gonna read a couple, right?
Let's go, Oscar.
And then we pick some. Okay, someone said, all right, I'm gonna read 3 and we pick. Love for Valentine's Weekend edition. Oh well, fuck. It's probably not gonna be a Valentine's Weekend edition, but we could talk about that. Somebody was going through it. They said pain, misery, and depression. Okay.
So they want us to talk about pain, misery
and depression. We could talk about a little bit of depression. I think everyone has gone through some type of depression for the most part. Maybe not like
I don't know how for sure
lightly, or there's mild, but then there's severe. I'm not sure if you want to touch up on that topic, but let me read one more and then we'll figure it out. Somebody said, we'll start with 3. Somebody said, trying to date when having a busy schedule. Let's start off with that, and then we'll kind of
Oscar wants to talk about that. It sounds like Oscar sounds like he likes that one.
Let's start to my right. Obviously the guests, they have to start. We'll start with Alex, and let's go. Wait. First of all, you single or not? You gotta say.
Unfortunately, I am.
Unfortunately, we better cut that off. Sorry if you hear this.
No. Trust me. No, I'm happy. I'm not single. I'm actually in a happy relationship. But yeah, so dating while being in a business, right? That was the question.
While being like busy. Like, how do you date someone while being busy? How can you manage that?
Well, see, for like the system that works in in my relationship, it's basically like being busy at the same time. So like for me, like let's just say like I actually get the privilege to make my own schedule, being a personal trainer and everything. So if I know like she's leaving, like I usually tell her like, oh, hey, what time do you start work? And she usually tells me like, oh, 8, 7. And then usually that's about the same time I start my day. Okay. So then, she usually drives. She has like an 8-hour shift. And on top of that, I probably got like 8 clients that I have to coach. So it's just basically finding that window to work and then eventually see each other once I get home.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks for the breakdown.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Sheesh, Alex.
I can't say that for that. Oh, wait. No. Two other guys here.
All right. So let's go with Jason now, right? Because obviously you got to cover it up, and then we'll go myself and then Ray.
So me personally, I am not single. I mean,
Whoa, wait, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. We didn't know. Damn, you been,
No, I am single actually.
he was trying to stress
By
everybody
choice.
out.
It is by choice. You know,
Hell
sometimes.
no, he hella wants a girlfriend.
He low-key does.
If you out there,
Cries at night.
Look,
Anybody out there?
take a look at this guy.
Honestly, at this point,
He looks like
I'm
Anuel.
out.
He looks like Anuel.
He low-key does.
Nah, he looks like
Or
Samuel.
Mike Towers.
Looks like Samuel.
Mike Towers.
Yeah, you go. No, both of them. But me personally, I am single. So when it comes to that, you know, sometimes you do want to find a person that you want to spend time with. You know, you want to go out with. You see other people, you know, they're going out with their girlfriends, whatever, spending time. But
I'm hella hurt.
But
it's a choice. You know, sometimes
facts.
you're too busy and you're focused on what you want to do, and you're trying to make yourself happy at the same time. And you're too busy trying to make yourself happy that you can't make somebody else happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
He misses me.
Well, let's dive a little deeper into this.
Oscar said he goes deep, right? Oscar, come on, let him know. Fuck.
So busy schedule, but then there has to be someone there that understands it. Obviously, yeah, you know, I've tried to date, and the other person that maybe they work like it's nothing bad, but maybe they're on like a set schedule. But then like ourselves, for example, we're trainers, our schedule's not set. Aside from that, if we're doing things like podcasting or like, for example, my hobby, photography, and that something I really want to get into, or investing in like my business brand and running all that, it's hard for someone to understand. So not only that, but then again, I gotta feel like I feel established, and I don't feel too established at this point where I still gotta keep working until I get that comfort. And yeah, maybe girls that I really like are gonna come and go, and yeah, there's been times where I'm just like, man, you know, that was a really good girl, but it was just not the time. You know, the timing wasn't there. But when the timing comes, it'll come. But I get where you're coming from. You see all this happiness and stuff. Yeah, man, there's gonna be times where you get a little lonely. You get a little lonely. And, yeah, to be honest, no, but it's just one of those things. Like, obviously, at some point, we as men, as cringy as it sounds, we do need some type of love, man. Even like there's that guy, the Dan Bat, I forgot.
Bilzerian?
Yeah, so I mean, this guy had a bunch of girls, obviously, like all over him, and then he just hopped on a podcast and he was talking about like he low-key went through some type of depression because of that, you know. So I mean, eventually it gets to you, yeah, the dog life, whatever, the hosky life, whatever you want to call it, but there's gonna come a point in time where it's just like
you gotta retire that jersey sometime.
Yeah, you got. but you know, you're single, you know, you date, but there's if you're not taking anyone serious like that, then
there's also benefits to being single. You know, you
is
can go
benefits.
out. You don't have to ask nobody if you can go out. You know what to do,
unless you fucked up one time.
There's also benefits of not being single though, man. You know, you get to do things. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, you know, you get to cook with your.
Yeah, yo, we having a fight.
Hey, you know, I'm just standing up for the people that are not single. You feel me? I got to.
No, but let's go back to that question again. So, what was the exact question again? Because I feel we're getting lost in the sauce. I'm about to answer this the right way. Because I've been married fucking damn near since I was born. I was born with
a wife.
I was born with a wife.
That boy was tied up.
Trying to date when having a busy schedule.
So let's put it this way, man. I've been married for a while, and you know, my wife's, you know, at the time, my girlfriend, you know, she was with me before I even started the gym. So imagine all that process of building the gym, pushing it, building it, a lot of time into it. You know, number one, she obviously enjoyed what I do. She liked doing what I do. So obviously find someone that either enjoys the process that you're doing. That's obviously big. So like for me, example was like, you know, working out. I had a gym, so it was pushing that process. But obviously it wasn't just me working out. It was me training people, being away, you know, things like that. But again, it's just, I think it's just time management.
Yes.
Understanding how to manage your time.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can make time for everything. If something's a priority to you, you're going to make time for it. So time management. You got to have income. You got to make time for you to make money so then y'all can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like, oh, you know, I'm not going to work and I'm going to hang out with you all day, but then I'm going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing too. Like, if for all the ladies out there and, you know, that are listening to this, especially for these single men right here, for you guys, I'm going to give you some game. If y'all want a successful man, he's a busy man. And you're going to have to understand And when
classic,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, classic man. We got to put that song. If you're gonna have to understand, if you want to be with a successful man that is working towards his goals, that's gonna make it somewhere in life, that's gonna, whatever it may be, have money, whatever it's gonna be successful, whatever he does, be ready to be with someone that's busy. But if that person cares about you, they're gonna prioritize you and make time for you. So accept that, and then if you can't accept that, then you can be with someone that's not. I guess I don't want to say unsuccessful. I don't want to talk bad about nobody, but it's just you're gonna have to accept that you're gonna might have to be with someone that's not that successful. You know what I'm saying? So going back to that, how do you get with someone with a busy schedule? Well, hey, that person's busy for that reason. They're trying to reach their goals. So putting those pointers out to that person, letting them know, hey man, I gotta take care of business, but time management, set your schedule up for each other. Be like, hey, I'm busy all week. I'll see you throughout at the house. Blah, blah, blah. But hey, on Saturday or on this day, let's pick a place to go, enjoy it, and forget about everything else. And then when it's time to work, it's time to work. So just manage that, and I think y'all make it work.
Yo.
Definitely.
You have something to say, Jason?
I definitely think that you're...
Somebody asked also like a decent man, but then again, it's like you got to also, vice versa, there has to be a decent...
How to find a decent man?
Yeah, a decent man, but it's...
I mean, I don't even know what... it depends.
I guess it depends on your values.
I mean, it just depends if it clicks and if it's the right person.
At the end of the day, if the
go.
person likes you, they're gonna be decent to you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be good to you. If they don't like you and you don't respect yourself, hey, they ain't gonna respect you.
But then again, I feel like a lot of people try to rush it, and it's like, yo, let it happen naturally.
Yeah, for sure. If the guy likes you, he's gonna reach out. If the girl likes you, gonna reach out, and if it works,
you
it
can't
works.
force nothing.
Okay, so there's a couple really good ones, but I mean, somebody did ask like how to support those with depression and anxiety.
So how to support someone with that?
Yeah.
I can kind of speak a little bit about that because I had a little anxiety at one point. I think I was taking a lot of pressure, obviously with the business. I was kind of like a one-man team. I think I had a few people help me at the time, but I mean, I was still kind of taking a lot. And then when you deal with a lot of people, you take a lot in from those people. So when you're working with people, you got to learn how to like listen to them, but at the same time, don't take that shit home with you. And I think I was trying to fix everybody's problems when I was here at the, working with certain people. And it eventually, on top of that, it didn't just happen naturally. I think I was holding a lot of things in. And, I ended up getting a little bit of anxiety and, dealing with that. So as far as dealing with, so let's say you're the person that's dealing with someone that has anxiety. You're trying to figure out how can I take care of this? How can they, you got to understand that it's not just like they're doing it on purpose or being a bitch or like, oh, grow man the fuck up, because it's not. You can't control yourself, and mentally you're kind of going through something, and all you can do is be there for that person, talk to that person, find out what that person loves to do, find out what that person loved to do as a child, and figure out what fills that person's heart up, outside of work, outside of all the busyness, find out what they enjoy and kind of slowly push that into it. For me, example, it was traveling, going out, doing things. When I was younger, I enjoyed doing a lot of things like that. And, I was able to do that, and it kind of filled you up. So you got to find that for that person. And that person's got to kind of find it for himself. So I think that's big. Once you find that, I think that person will kind of get out that hole and kind of, remember who the fuck they are. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. So that's part, and I'm speaking it from experience. Yeah. That shit happens. It ain't a joke. So I everybody that's going through that, y'all can get through it. You don't need medication. You don't need none of that. And
they got to be a little, like, obviously talk to someone about it, like not hold it to themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, you don't know like what they're going through. And next thing you know, like some crazy shit could happen. Yeah.
Let the things you can't control. I think a lot of people that are control freaks tend to get anxiety because when you can't control what's going on around you, you start freaking out a little bit. So I think at some point you got to just realize like, hey, let shit go where you can't control, physically can't move. Like if I don't like how that is, I'll move it. But if I don't like the way you are, I can't figure you out. So you just got to let that shit be. Certain things you can't control, leave them alone. Don't overthink, and just, what you can't handle it, and just move on. Don't overthink shit. So, little by little, man, steps you'll take. You'll have little episodes here and there, but eventually they'll go away. And, like I said, you'll remember who you are, and you'll be better off.
Yeah, but like what Oscar said, though, I just feel like when it comes to like dealing with that situation, it's just more like talking to people,
Well, like as far as like depression, I think I went through like something really light not too long ago, actually, probably like 3 weeks, right? And obviously it's something that I talked to like one person about.
Like this?
But it was and maybe down the line, like I'll probably like talk to like people that are close to me about it. But it was just some shit that I had to talk to this friend, and it made me feel better. And I got through it. I mean, but it's just one of those things. You just move forward.
Got to, man. You have to. I mean, you can't. You got to, like I said, you got to remember who you are. Realize like that in this life, there's so much to do. So much, you have, at the end of the day, you have control of your life and your decisions. And, that's all that matters, So I think that kind of covers that topic. Yeah, let's move on from that topic.
It does.
Probably get a panic attack.
Start crying.
About to get a panic attack.
Guys.
Now my shoulder's here for anybody.
Hey, all right. So back to, they asked a lot, and then we'll follow this other question up. But I know this is kind of shifting away from that. So it does say why some guys prefer older women. This is becoming to like sex education 101.
Is it because it's well seasoned or what? Or over seasoned?
I mean, let's start with Alex. You like older women.
Yeah.
But like if we talk about older, like how old? Like we're talking 5 years older.
I'm talking
20.
3 years.
Is that sugar mama?
So I had my couple runs with older. Hey, don't put it out.
I have a couple runs.
Honest man right here. Honest man.
I definitely think it's because they got everything kind of figured out for themselves. They're not really in that that kid stage. You can say definitely like they just got it all figured out. And sometimes me as a guy, I like that they got it figured out. You know what I'm saying?
A buff man.
A buff man.
Imagine.
A buff man pulls up and
It's a wrap.
He
said he was the gardener, and it was a wrap.
Oh man.
He's paying the house.
Let's go, Jason.
Jason, let him know.
Well, I think for me, older women, they don't play those petty games that younger girls tend to play. They know what they want. They're straight to the point, and
God damn,
you know what you want too.
Yeah, that's it.
They feel
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They know what you need.
Pretty much, like
That's to the point.
they're a little older, a little more mature. It's a little more attractive to me because I like dating girls that are a little older than me. And but the pro is you like them because you're a little bit more attracted to them. But the con is now like eventually it's gonna come to a point like, so what are we? And then like obviously they want to raise a family. Because at our age, like say you're 26 and I'm like trying to date a girl that's like 28, 30.
The real question is, how old is the oldest you've?
Let's go around the
The
room.
oldest?
Let's
You're
go
trying to
around
What did you say? Keep it PG. You say
Keep it
dated.
PG.
Go around the
Oldest
room.
you dated. Oscar's like 49.
Go around the room, Justin. That's the oldest.
For me, 35. Actually, no, scratch that 40.
Probably like 38. Yeah.
43.
Wait, what?
53?
43.
Oh,
The buck.
sheesh. Okay.
The buck.
Anyways, there's
I'll plead the fifth.
that's crazy. Somebody, do you guys have a quote? Because somebody was asking if you have a quote that inspires you, or best advice you've been given. The best advice you've been given.
So the question is, what is the best advice you've been given?
Pretty much. What's the best advice you've been given?
I mean, there's been a lot of little things, but
I can't really think of like
Me neither.
shit.
you know what was
got
good?
one off the-
You know what's good that I remember when we did a podcast with Dr. Neil. What did he say?
And
Keep your
back against the wall, keep moving.
Keep your back
forward,
against
yeah.
the wall because the only way you can go is forward. or something
forward.
like
That was
so I like
actually
that
good.
one. I like
That
that
was
one. Shout out to Dr. Neil.
So I think this one's actually good because it relates to what we do, and
what
obviously as trainers, and we know how to kind of go about this. So it says how to stay motivated, and it says I do good for 1 or 2 weeks, and then I start with my cheat meals. So I mean, we can start. Go ahead, Ray. You can start this one first.
So they said they're doing good and they fall off.
Yeah, they
towards
fall
the end
off.
of the week or what?
After 2 weeks, they'll fall off. Like they do good meal prep 2 weeks.
That means that to be honest, I think you're just not taking yourself serious. I mean, I think you just don't really care about it. At the end of the day, you got to have a reason why you're doing this. So if you keep falling off, it's because you really don't want this shit. You got to look at yourself and be like, look at yourself in the mirror, take clothes on and be like, damn, I'm fucking ugly. Like, I mean, like, in a way, like, if you don't feel comfortable with yourself.
We've all been there.
And I'm not saying, like, you look. we all got body dysmorphia. And I don't mean like that, like, oh, you got to be in shape to be, to feel good. Like, no, you could look wherever, everything is beautiful. But at the end of the day, if you want to change, you got to look at yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, like, damn, I'm ugly. So it pisses you the fuck off to move and do something about it. Because then you really have a reason why. Because the reason why you keep falling off is because you just don't really care to get where you want to get, you know, or maybe the plan or whatever you're following isn't just really not the plan you need. Maybe you're eating too little food, so then you get these cravings and you just like hungry and to eat whatever and give up. Or maybe you're dehydrated, you're not drinking enough water, so then you get to that point where you're like, oh, I need it, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're just not giving yourself that break, you know, just because you eat something, let's say you're doing really good for 3 weeks and you're on it, you're doing good, and then you eat a shitty meal. Don't say, oh, I fucked up, I'm just going to fuck up everything. Like, you know what? Have that meal, move on. You did good for 3 weeks. Have that fucked up meal, move on, and continue doing what you're doing. But don't quit. You know, shit happens all the time, you know, but just because you had 1 or 2 bad days, don't say, well, I'm just going to quit. You know what I'm saying? So have a why. Be honest with yourself. And if you really want it, I think you're going to stick to it. And then obviously find, you know, if you just need the help, find some people like us, you know, trainers that know what the hell they're doing with the training, with your eating. And just in general, you know, with the motivation, the guidance, and there's people like that, like us for a reason.
Yeah, honestly, it just comes down to like, if you need that extrinsic motivation, do it, you know, because I mean, we've all had clients that they need us there, and obviously they keep training with us because they need, pretty much we need to hold them accountable. But what I tell all my clients, I'm like, yo, you need to hold yourself accountable too. What's going to happen on the day where, say, something happens, you're not training with me, or you're just going to let yourself go? And I've seen that a lot with like some of my clients. Like, they stop, then they come back. Either they gained weight, they lost a lot of, like, say, muscle mass, and then they're like, oh, and I remind them, like, yo, what happened? Like, I thought you were going to be able to do this on your own. Or other way around, someone wants to train and they're like, well, I'm gonna start just trying to train on my own, and then I'll hit you up, and then either they
go backwards. They're always gonna go backwards. 100% of the time. Like, I've had clients here and then they stop, and the thing is, like, some people just, they're not following a good nutrition plan, they don't want to do it, but they keep working out, so their body's kind of maintaining where they're at, which is, you know, hey, it's good. But then the moment they quit for 3, 4, 5 months. They keep those bad eating habits, but they're not working out no more. Guess what? They blow up. They come back and they're like, shit. I'm like, y'all shouldn't have stopped. You should have kept going. So it happens all the time, man. Like, you just gotta, you know, have a reason why.
And it's back to square one.
And then don't think like, oh, you just gotta train. Sometimes people say, oh, you just gotta train with a trainer for a little bit and then stop. Like, if you want to train with that trainer long term, that trainer's there for you long term. It don't matter. Just because you're learning, you're getting fitter, keep working with that trainer. If you like that person, if that person's motivating you, stick to them. You know what I'm saying? Stick to them. You know, I tell my clients, hey, some clients worry that when they pay, you know, they come in and they train with me, and they're, you know, they're like, oh, you know, they feel like worried to keep training because they feel like almost like they should get somewhere already. Like, they should be like really good at this by like 4 or 8 weeks. And they think like, okay, can I still continue with you, or you are going to be cut off type of thing. And it's nah, like, don't worry about that. Like, you know, like, you can keep training with me if you feel comfortable as long as you want, you know, as long as you need me there, I'm going to be there, you know, as long as I do this. So it just, you know, just understand that, you know, that guidance is there for you.
Definitely. Yep.
You guys want to touch up on that?
Well, one of the things I always tell people is, even for me, you can never get too comfortable, you know? Sometimes
he lost.
Come on, he's rated.
Sometimes you reach a goal, and then you have a goal in front of you, another one, and then you're like, well, I'm going to just hold off on that one because I already reached this one, and you get too comfortable. I don't know if Alex wants to.
I think it's just knowing the difference between being, like, you know, motivated and disciplined. Discipline is very important in anything you do, and it's just being consistent, really.
Well, yeah, because motivation, you get motivated right now. I can motivate your ass right now and be like, hey, Alex, I'm going to give you $10,000 right now if you do something weird. You can be like, fuck it. Tell me.
Yeah.
That's, you motivated now.
I'm doing it.
But if Alex, you know, if that wasn't there, but Alex still had to do a certain thing, he's been doing it for a while, but he knows I have to do this because I have to do it. It's in my nature. You know, I want to do it. I'm going to get somewhere. Yeah. I have a goal. So he's disciplined to keep doing it. Even if he's kind of like over it a little bit, he's going to be like, well, I got to be there. I got to do this because I got a goal and I got to focus. Yeah. That's just like when you eat a certain way to get a certain goal, you got to focus, you know? So that's the difference of discipline and motivation, I guess. Do something weird. He does something weird. Alex, what kind of weird shit you going to do?
Hey, man.
He's like, you don't even want to know. It's some nasty shit.
Hey, it depends on the price.
There's a price to everyone.
How many zeros are you talking?
I said, I don't know. We'll find out. How many zeros for this guy? What you think? All right, so what's that question? Or did we move on to the next question?
Yeah,
right?
Let's just go on to the next question. There's a couple. Unless you guys have a topic, but let me see. Somebody said vivid dreams, weird. Vivid dreams. Oh, no. girls being the ones to make the first move. Like, what do you think about that?
They know what they want.
They know what they want.
Yeah, they chasing you. I mean, sometimes it's like it's kind of brave when you do that. It's kind of like when I guess a girl does that. It's kind of like, oh, like,
Yeah.
You kind of like that?
I don't know.
You know,
Hell yeah, you
Wearing the
do.
pants in the
like in today's
In a way, it's like it makes you feel. But then again, then you have the
be a
upper
little
hand.
desperate, you know?
But then you have that could be that though. Then you have the upper hand. Then you can do what you want. In a way, you're like, well, you know, she kind of wants you already. I'm gonna say you because I'm not gonna say me. Get myself in trouble. Can't watch this part.
I feel like it doesn't happen too often, but then again, it might. But now with today's society, it's just like so different now, you know?
It is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got this question that someone just asked right now. It says, and this is kind of a good one. I guess I could answer this one. But they said, what advice? And you guys can chime in on this. But what advice can you give to people trying to start and own a gym? So, in a way, you guys can answer this too because you guys kind of have your own, you know, personal training kind of thing going on. So, you know, I don't know if you want to, Alex, you want to start?
So, well, some advice about like owning your own business. Of course, like, you know, we're here working at the gym. Some of the best advice that actually Ray gave me was actually to get my business license first. And business license and then of course certifications. That's very when you get
that business license, man, you're taking yourself serious. That's what I tell
Definitely.
people. You get that piece of paper, then you start. That's step one to take yourself serious.
Yeah.
And then you take yourself serious, other people are gonna take you serious.
Yeah.
And if you don't take yourself serious, ain't nobody gonna take you serious. And that's just, you could think you're the greatest trainer, but but people see right through that shit. I'm telling you. So that's, like I said, that advice that I gave you. Obviously, you get your business license, things like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, the business license is very important because it's just like, for me, I know sometimes like, you know, I want my taxes to be recorded, and I know with the business license that's going to give me that opportunity.
That boy making sure IRS you watching, you don't want to get audited. You don't want to get audited.
Don't come find me, please.
For sure, never did his taxes.
Hey, chill out.
IRS.
All right, fuck it. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You talking about taxes? Ain't no one want to talk about taxes.
I mean,
We're about to all get audited.
Well, for people that's like, you know, working under the table, baby.
No, yeah.
Come on, man.
I think
Find a way.
just to touch up on like personal training, of course. Obviously, you start off with 0 clients, and then there's always that first client, right? I know I'm not touching up too much on the business aspect of it.
So let them know this. How do you get your first personal training client, and how do you get the ball rolling?
Me and
then how
touch on that a lot.
how do you get your first client to walk into the door and train with you, and how do you keep that ball rolling to get more clients? What are you doing? That's kind of a start, because you need clients to start a business. You can't start a business without it. So let them know that part, because you guys got that.
Well, pretty much I had to get comfortable with training, of course. Once I kind of certified myself like a personal trainer, that's what I put on my social media. I started posting it. Then you'll have someone like, hey, you know, I want to train her. I actually trained a couple people for free, you know, and it was all like a word of mouth, like, hey, I like the way you train. And obviously it kind of took time to build up to that. Like, it's with everything. Like, you can't charge so much right off the bat when you start with something. For example, like the photography thing, right? I'm just doing it for fun and doing it. But the moment someone hits me up and it's like, okay, I got my first client. I do good with this. I build a good relationship. I make them feel comfortable. They're just going to go ahead and refer me out as it goes. But if you do a shitty service, your first service, you're not taking it serious, it's just going to backfire and you're never going to move up. Like out of nowhere, like I ended up having like 8-9 clients and they're consistent with me. And it's just like all word of mouth. It wasn't even off social media, to be honest. A lot of it was just all word of mouth.
Well, yeah, because you're being consistent with your content. People are seeing it. They see the quality getting better and better, and they're like, man, they see you consistently putting it out there. So then they're like, I'm gonna reach out to this guy. But the thing is, you're putting it into these people's eyes, man. Even if they're not buying from you right away, or they're not hitting you up right away, these people are seeing you post pictures or workouts, videos, whatever it is. Who gives a fuck the likes? Who cares about the followers? So people that are following, they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
And eventually that's gonna convert. Someday, at one moment, somebody's gonna say, "Damn, we wanted to work out." They look at their Instagram. Oh fuck, I've been seeing Oscar been posting. You know what? Let me hit up Oscar. He seems like I know him, or whatever the case may be. Or let me hit up Jason. Let me hit up Alex. Whatever it may be. They've been seeing it. You've been advertising it to them. Back in the day, and some people. This is one thing I gotta say is, if you provide a damn service, don't be stupid and not use your IG, your social media platforms to not market yourself. You're just holding yourself down. You're just showing me that you don't want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're like a millionaire already and you just low key and you're doing it that way, please show me how you doing that and show us how. But trust me, marketing is probably one of the biggest things you got to do for yourself to let people know, because you could be the greatest thing, but if ain't nobody find you, they don't know.
And it's
so
free.
that goes back to you giving free sessions, free cheaper deals to get your portfolio growing.
Yeah.
And then you get that portfolio going over time. People see the value in you investing in your knowledge. And guess what? You become a business. You become something people look forward to when they need that service. And now, voila, you just get it going. You start small, you get bigger, and it's as big as you want to get to. It's the effort you're going to put. Just remember, the bigger you get, the more things you got to deal with. But if you can handle it, you can handle it. And you just take things at a step. As things come up, you'll learn. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best advice we can give you, to be honest.
And one of the things Ray gave me an advice on is he always post. It doesn't matter if you think you're annoying people or you're posting every day. You put in 10 stories, 15 stories a day. You always got to put it in people's faces. That way they know who you are, they know what you're doing, they know what you're about,
Yeah, well, that's because the thing is, you got to look at it. Back in the day, man, like before social media, people try to promote their businesses. What did they have to do? Put themselves on newspapers, pay for that cards, knock on people's doors. Hey, I provide the service. Tell a friend, tell your deals. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
Like straight
but
hustle
think about
right
it.
there,
That
huh?
was like, you could probably reach maybe 100 people in a matter of, a while. Nowadays, you can tag someone and post your friends. Let's say you got 1,000 followers, and the other friend shares it. I got another 1,000 and 1,000. Next, you've got 10 shares, and now you've reached 10K people and 10,000 people seeing your shit. Maybe 10 were interested, but who cares? That's how you get things going. Like literally, it doesn't matter how many followers you have or what the likes you get on social media. It matters how you convert that if you have a service. And again, we're not your average people. We're not just guys that work out and post shit and just are annoying. We actually offer this for years, and we have businesses we build to help people. So we have to market this. We're not just someone just saying, oh, we're just working out, posting dumb shit. Like, no, like, we have to offer it. If I sold fucking oranges, I'm gonna make sure that I'm posting that I'm selling the best tasting fucking oranges, and I'm gonna put the dopest pictures that make you thirsty as fuck.
Best deals.
I swear to God, I'm gonna make you want to drink that shit and squeeze it. And I'll fucking squeeze
oranges.
it. I'll be like, but I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm putting the best. And the thing is, don't worry about
what other people think.
Don't worry about competition. You're gonna realize that the people that are your friends or whatever, they're never gonna buy from you, and they're never gonna support you. They don't, and it doesn't matter. You don't want to reach those people. You want people that don't even know you, because those are people that are gonna support you. That's just being honest. It's just how it is. But it's all right. You'll get the right clientele. So just keep pushing, stay motivated, and if you're really good at it, you invest in yourself, you're focused, and you take the right steps, and you have a little bit of luck on your side. I think you get what you need to get, especially if you're trying to open a business. But, you got to come up with the ups and downs. You're going to be broke. You're going to feel like you're rich. Then you're going to feel like you're broke. And then you're going to feel like you're rich. And then you just got to manage your money, because money comes in. Then money might not come in on a dry spell or something. And you got to you got to know how to keep things going and don't get comfortable. Always stay hustling. So, yeah, I was touching on that. Let's move on to the next one. Oscar, what they got for you?
Let's see. I think those are like some of the main ones, but
Look, I have some messages too. I'm trying to see.
somebody said about how this generation is so fucked up.
Okay. What do you want to say?
They for sure hate everybody.
They're not gonna like this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Getting out of your comfort zone. I think we kind
Yeah.
of already touched up on that, right? Right or no?
Yeah, we kind of touched up about that, the comfort zone a little bit, I guess. Kind of goes with.
Do you guys have any questions?
What y'all think? Look at you freezing up.
Yeah. Come on, I'm putting y'all right on the spot.
I didn't put the polls on Instagram, so I mean.
Who you guys got though, man? It's Super Bowl Sunday this week. Who you guys got? Rams or Cincinnati? Let me know.
This is going to be out after the thing, but we'll see who's Nostradamus and who knows.
Yeah. I like the Bengals. They're gonna
Bengals.
My team ain't on there, so it really doesn't matter to me.
Yes. But I know you put money down, though.
Ooh.
Cool.
Hey, you bet you go to jail.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, but man, what else we got? We got some more topics. Someone did mention, like, it was a dude, and it said more about men's mental health, because a lot of people don't talk about men's mental health. I know we talked about like anxiety and things like that, but I feel like us as, I guess we could talk a little bit about that. Us as men, I guess a lot of us, we try to be tough. I think we're raised tough. A lot of us. Mm-hmm. You got to be like manly, and I feel like you hold a lot of things in. You hold a lot of responsibilities, and you hold a lot of things in, and we don't know how to reach out to each other as men and talk about, you know, hey man, I'm going through this, and just let things out. Cause sometimes you need to talk like that with people. And someone reached out about that, and I was like, you know what, let me just kind of touch bases on that. So I think just surround yourself with someone that is trustworthy, someone that, you know, preferably another male, because, you know, they're going to give you their perspective, and, you know, just let them know, hey man, you know, can we talk about something? You know, just let them know, hey, you know, I got this going on, and let them give you a little advice. You know, at the end of the day, just make sure that it's someone that's trustworthy. It could be your father, it could be, you know, a brother, it could be a really close friend, a coworker you trust, someone that, you know, at the end of the day, something, and just be okay with talking. You know what I'm saying? It's not weird to as a man express yourself and your feelings and your emotions. You know, sometimes us as men got to cry sometimes, and that's normal.
On a drunk night.
Yeah, on a drunk night. Well, I mean, think about it. Like a lot of men cry on a drunk.
That's when it comes.
A lot of times, men cry when they're drunk, when they're with their family and they're with their, you know, uncles or whatever they may be. I mean, I grew up and I saw every time my family got together, you see your uncles hella drunk and your brother and their dad. You know, their brothers together. You know, my dad and his dad, or his dad or his, you know, uncle, you know, brothers or whatever. Next thing you know, they're all fucking crying like. Damn, and I'm sure you guys experienced something similar in a way. And it's like, damn, like that's when the emotions come out, because they think of the past, think about things, how things, you know, I'm sure things were rough back then. You know, like my dad's, you know, from Mexico, and they came over here, and I'm sure things were raised a little different. So now that they're in this different lifestyle, just kind of, I think people let shit out of their childhood, because it probably was a little more traumatizing, you know, than it was for us. So it's just like, it's okay to talk, but, you know, sometimes the alcohol, you know, you gotta drink. If you gotta drink some alcohol, let it out. Hey, but just have the courage to, you know, to be okay with having emotion. It doesn't make you weaker as a man. And that I think was one of the reasons why I kind of had to deal with a little bit of anxiety for a little bit, to realize that it's okay to talk to people and not feel like I have to be tough all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A little soft spot.
Yeah.
Right
the mental health thing is like big though. Like just kind of touching back on that topic, whatever I talked about, like the depression thing, wasn't nothing like that, like severe, but
Oscar's gonna open up touch right now. Oscar, come on.
No.
She's like, no.
The whole like mental thing is like important, because you know I you know, talking to my friend, obviously, like I've been knowing this guy like forever, and I mean I knew he was like the right person to talk to, so just give me like feedback and whatever it may be, but I felt like 10 times better. So. Or I could have held that shit to myself, and over here it would have been hella bad, which a lot of people do.
Yeah, you just gotta let it out.
So you just gotta let it out, and then you just,
and the people that accept you, the people that care about you, they're gonna accept you for whatever, you know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just people accept you for you know, whoever's around you that already fuck with you. Hey, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah,
he lost it.
Yeah, for sure, canceled.
Tough guy.
There's a guy right there, football guy.
Tough guy.
Relax.
Chill
out.
Yeah. So, yeah. Where's Eric at?
Wait, you got the thing right there?
Wait, no, it's not. I have to link it in.
Not recorded?
We'll have to use that for a different episode, because I have to put it in the thing.
I'm out.
Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing? Did you eat that sandwich?
El tacuache.
Everybody doesn't know Danny's our guy back there. You know, everybody go follow Danny. He's a mystery man. Yeah. He's a mystery man behind the camera. He's back there just smiling at us the whole time. Hey, come here, sit on our lap. Oh, you know how Joe Rogan's got that guy in the back? That's Danny. He's a mystery man. Like everybody just hears his voice. Like, who's that? Hell yeah.
Everybody's gonna want to know what. Everybody's gonna want to know.
Yeah. They're like, fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, for sure. So what? Let's kind of like wrap it up a little bit. Just kind of break down. Let's talk a little bit about what people can expect, you know, with this podcast moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Oscar, what do you think people can expect? Obviously, some guests. You know, more dope conversations with certain people. I mean, what do you think? What are your goals with this?
Yep. Yeah. You know, like usually when we first did it was like a lot of like business, but I think like obviously still getting people that have businesses and interesting people. Like I was telling you about my 85-year-old client, how he said he visited every state. So I thought that was pretty dope. You know, this guy has stories for days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mr. Donald.
You know, like he lived back in the day.
Oh yeah. So what Oscar's trying to say is we're trying to focus on not just, people that are very well known. We want to get people that we sometimes encounter that are
Have a
just
story to tell.
that are just the normal people that have a great story to tell, because these people will relate to you guys probably that are watching this. Most of it, it's it'll be touching for you guys, and I feel like we want to make it more relatable to everybody. It doesn't always have to be someone with a big following or anything like that. Of course, I'm sure we'll work with getting with people like that. Obviously, it attracts a lot of people to watch, but we want to get a lot of the normal people and have good topics for you guys with that. So just expect a lot of that. Expect a lot of people that you guys might not know, but the story's going to be good. And so stay tuned for more episodes, and make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. Oscar, let him know. Hey, Oscar's a popular guy here.
Wait, my Instagram?
Yeah, let him know your Instagram.
Oscar Benitez _12. TikTok too.
Jason,
Though.
hey, y'all yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, Jason Maravilla 97.
97.
Follow me on Instagram, _Valencia6.
I can't find you.
Pages on private.
And then my Instagram, shit. I'm just kidding. Ray Gonzalez, RayGonzalez. Yeah, someone already took the regular one, man. I put 3 Z's on it to make it look weird, different. But follow us there. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube. We're gonna be on YouTube. Well, we are on YouTube as well. Let's get us to 1,000 followers on YouTube this year, at least. Minimum. Let's push it, guys. And then Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Music, the Apple Podcast.
It's the Michelob Ultra.
Like and subscribe. Tell them.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe. What else?
Yes.
What else? I don't want to leave. This is so great. I just don't want to leave.
I started feeling like I was getting better as I went.
Well, that's how it is. You start
comfortable.
conversating, you get comfortable, and just want to go.
Definitely got nervous.
I mean,
in
shit,
the
we've been
beginning.
at 46 minutes, and it just felt like we just,
Chilling.
yeah.
We gotta do this again.
But y'all stay tuned for some more dope episodes. Be ready.
good.
Be dropping weekly, bi-weekly, tri-weekly,
Something.
quad-weekly.
Dropping.
But we dropping at least once or twice a month for sure.
For
So,
sure, like good 2 times. I think 2 times is like.
Imagine 2 times a week.
Dropping bombs.
Yeah, the setup is here. We're gonna do some more minor touches, but as we go. But yeah, we good. All right, guys. See you guys on the next episode. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yo.